Hi, my name is Justin Skinner. I am reciting the speech John F. Kennedy gave when he addressed the nation on the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's very good. Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on the imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere. Upon receiving these preliminary hard information of this nature last Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., I directed our surveillance be stepped up. And having now confirmed and completed our evaluation of the evidence and our decision on course of action, this government feels obligated to report this new crisis to you in its fullest detail. The characteristics of these new missile sites indicate two distinct types of installations. Several of them include medium-range ballistic missile capability, of carrying a nuclear warhead for a distance of more than 1,000 nautical miles. Each of these missiles, in short, is capable of striking Washington, D.C., the Panama Canal, Cape Canaveral, Mexico City, or any other city in the southeastern part of the United States, in Central America, or in the Caribbean area. Additional sites not yet completed appear to be designed for intermediate range ballistic missiles, capability of traveling more than twice as far and thus capable of striking most of the major cities in the Western Hemisphere, ranging as far north as Hudson Bay, Canada, as far south as Lima and Peru. In addition, jet bombers capable of carrying nuclear weapons are now being uncrated and assembled in Cuba. While these necessary air bases are being prepared, this urgent transformation of Cuba into an important strategic base by the presence of these large, long-range, and clearly offensive weapons of sudden mass destruction constitutes an explicit threat to the peace and security of all the Americans. In flagrant and deliberate defiance of the Rio Pact of 1947. The traditions of this nation and hemisphere, the joint resolution of the 87th Congress, the character of the United Nations, and my own public warning to the Soviets on September 4th and the 13th. This action also contradicts the repeated assurance of Soviet spokesmen, both publicly and delivered, that the arms buildup in Cuba would retain its original defensive character, and that the Soviet Union had no need or desire to station strategic missiles on the territory of any other nation.